That music always kind of gets me going. I'm back here like this, and
I was
excuse the
just gonna
mess. I
tell
like
you,
with my
like,
that's my camera bag.
I was just gonna tell you when I hear the dun 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 dun, I always get like hyped because I was like, oh, we're about to go on. Woo!
Oh, I'm switching us around.
How are you doing? You look fantastic. Are you're used to being on
Thank
that
you.
side?
Oh yeah, no, it's just more like so when I remove myself, then or whatever. Anyway, hi Ty.
It's like
I
sharing sides of the bed. This is my side of the screen. That's your side of the screen. Don't
yeah,
let me see
this is
you on my
I'm
side.
used to you over here to my left.
I know. I always have to
Um,
remember to go opposite when I do
yes,
that.
I'm good, Ty. I'm good. And anyone who's curious, I am feeling better. I just have a slight cough every now and then. I thankfully never got scary sick, and it doesn't seem that I've passed it to anybody.
Right. Are
So,
you? How far are you into your quarantine? Are you almost done?
I finished last Wednesday. Wednesday was my
Yay!
first day out. I was actually able to go outside.
Did you did
um,
you did you squint when you saw the bright sun?
I was like, the
Your
sun.
skin started getting red like right the first 5 minutes out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I always get red. I'm so pale as it is. So yeah, and then I was thankful I was able to go out on Wednesday because the next day my husband left to Mexico for a mission trip to build a house. And I
Wow.
had to like rush around and I was trying to get a few things for him and stuff. And so he comes back in a couple of days. But it's really cool what they do out there, just building a house for a family and stuff. It's not like, full houses like they have here. It's usually a
Right.
pretty small house, but they're able to get
Right.
it done
But when
and
you
get it
have
done
nothing,
quickly. Yeah. So yeah, and thankfully the company they use to change has improved things so they get it done pretty quick. When I went last hi Steve, it was 17 years ago. A long time ago, and it was really
wow.
hard to do, and it took a whole week. Now it takes like 4 days.
Right.
So anyway, how
Hey,
are
I
you,
want to give a
sir?
special shout out here to our new friend Ty. Ty
Yay, Ty.
was a first time viewer on After
After
Dark.
dark. Yeah, I was hanging
Uh,
with him in the chat.
oh, see, so you already know. Everybody knows. What's up, Steve? Our friend out on the East Coast. Steve's getting ready to start his own show too. So when we have information
Nice.
on that, we will definitely post it on Kyber Cave Productions.
Absolutely.
So what do you got for us in the nerdy news, my
All right.
friend?
So in the nerdy news, first we will start off with Hasbro. Everyone knows, a lot of people at least know Hasbro, the toy company. Their
Yes.
team, so Chris Reef and his design team from Hasbro, when they learned that there was going to be um, a Inquisitor's sabers in Obi-Wan Kenobi, they
Mhm.
decided they needed to make one. So they are actually working on making a Reva lightsaber
Ooh.
available to purchase. And so I thought that was really cool. And they have a whole interview with the design lead. So if you want to check out in the links down below for everyone, even you, Van, you can check it out. There's a link and it tells
Ooh.
you, it takes you to the interview that they have with him. And he
Wow.
talks a bit about it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now,
That's
we
really cool
had,
because I do want to say, Hasbro, some people love them, some people, they're not interested in them. Those are going to be the ones that have the blades that are permanently attached. But they, besides Disney, they are the only ones out on the market in everyday stores. You can usually find them at GameStop. So
mhm,
for some people, those are the only access to sabers that they have. So I do
gotcha. That makes sense.
appreciate them. They're not, they're not for me. I like more of the ones that you can combat with, but I do appreciate having those out because for some
Yeah,
people in
I
North
agree. It's
America,
like, it's not for everybody, but it's good that they're making it out there. Distance Nerding is in the chat. Hello. They're asking how the Salinas
woo-woo,
toy show went.
it was fantastic. And Distance Nerding actually was just in, I want to say they were in Grants Pass, Oregon. So they just did a big show too. Yes, we were at Salinas Toy Con this weekend. I was out with Steve Mead, the droid builder. A lot of cool vendors. It was actually a fundraiser for the Police Activity League. So that money that they raised goes towards the youth there in Salinas County.
I was sad to miss out. I had to be home.
Yes, we always would love to have you there, enjoy having you there. But we got lots of fun stuff. We got a really big show in November. We are going to be doing choreography with the
Yes.
Twilight Knights in Merced.
Renaissance Guild. Yeah. And hello. We had a Tony. Is that Tony?
Yes,
Yeah, hello,
the
Tony.
commander is in the house. I bet you I know why too, because Matt Torres is on.
Oh.
Tony
We also
Negron
have
for you will get to know Tony. Mezzo Tony is one of the incredible instructors in our industry. He often ties together. In fact, he has a page called LED Sabering Schools, I bet, but it ties in schools from all over the country so that everybody can kind of be on the same page. He's
okay.
definitely a huge asset in our community, and Aiken Academies is very lucky to have him.
So Distance
That's
Learning
where we
said they were actually at Meadowlark Comic Con with KyberCon alum C. Andrew Nilsson.
woohoo. And Alan Fernandez I saw was out there as well. I believe I saw that photo, unless I'm just having one of those uh butterfly moments.
Stephen Harris just scared me in the chat with his boo. Oh my goodness. Next on our news, we actually have I found some information about Andor that was pretty cool. A lot of people are very excited for Andor. And the article that's down below talks about how it covers 5 years over 2 seasons. So we know we're getting like 2 seasons of it.
Oh
And
wow.
it covers early days of the rebellion. Oh,
Oh,
Alan Fernandez was there. That's nice. That's
he's the
cool.
Tuscan Raider, by the way, but go ahead.
Yes, I have his autograph.
Yeah, oh yes.
Which I need to get framed. I have it nicely displayed on my dresser, but I did need to get it framed. So I thought that was pretty cool to bring some information about Andor because I know a lot of people are really excited about it. So if you want to learn more, if you want to see the interview about Reva's lightsaber at Hasbro, it's down below, as well as the link to the article on Andor is down below.
Woohoo! I definitely want to check out that Andor info. I'm juiced for that. I'm so ready for Andor.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. I was happy to finally fish Obi-Wan like right before I think I went into quarantine.
Right?
Finally finished it.
Yay, we can finally
So,
talk about it. Oh, and you know what? This has nothing to do with the show, but I just want to do a quick plug because it's my current obsession right now. If you have not seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, you must see this movie. This movie, like literally, you really cannot compare it to anything else.
yeah.
It's probably one of the only times that I have been literally crying while laughing at the same time and deeply feeling both emotions.
Yeah, I saw it in the theaters with my husband, and it was absolutely amazing. Distance learning, yes, you're correct. It actually talks about that in the article. So it's there too. Yeah, I saw it with my husband in theaters, and I thought it was amazing. And then I read up on it that the VFX artists are all self-taught
Right,
from
right.
that
And there
movie.
was
And I
like
was just
five of
like, it
them.
gives me a little bit of hope, the little videographer that I am, that I can learn more things and get stuff done. Um, the movie
And
Minions.
do you know what else? This totally blew me away, but do you know what one of their first projects was? Uh, do you guys, you may not know this, some people may remember there was a video, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Little John's, his song Turned Down for What? There was a music video that went with that. That was just the craziest video
Oh,
about a guy's pelvis that goes crazy that he can't control and he starts
like Elvis.
bursting through walls and
So
bursting through people's apartments.
that's interesting. You know what's funny is this is embarrassing to admit. I have not watched a music video in probably 10 years.
They hardly exist anymore.
Like, I mean, it was when I was in, and I know this is totally kind of off topic of a normal thing, but like when I was in junior high and high school, that's when I feel like music videos, like from the late 90s to like 2006, 5, 6, were like the prime time of music videos when it came
Right,
to how everyone made a music video for the song that they put out. Like
right.
every like it was just a thing. Total Request Live on MTV was a big thing, and when VH1 had a thing, and and then music videos just kind of started falling a little bit off of
R
popularity, especially
That was
since
right when rap videos were all turning into, like, low budget, high movies and stuff like that, like, you had P. Diddy
yeah,
and Puff doing spending millions of dollars on videos.
yeah, it's like because then everything was on CD, so the music videos would hype people up to buy it so they could listen to it,
Oh my
and
god.
then
Why is
now
this so
everything's
recently, but I
digital.
feel so damn old? Like, this really can't be.
Like at the old, my son was shocked to find out that you can't you couldn't pre-record shows that you wanted to watch later. And I'm like, honey, Like, my girlfriends and I watched a soap opera in high school. It was on from 3
Right,
to 4, and with taking the bus home, we barely get home by 3:40 to find out what happened at the end.
right, right, right,
Because
right,
there
right.
was no such thing as recording it unless you were home to put in your VCR, your VHS tape in there and hit record while you had the
God, we were such uncivilized savages. Do you remember
re-recording on the
recording?
VHS over and over.
Do you remember making mixtapes for like your boyfriend or your girlfriend back in the day, and like you didn't have the tape, so you record things off the radio, so you had to wait for the damn DJ to stop talking, so you could hit the record button and the play button directly at the same time, and sometimes you wouldn't push one down fast enough or something, and it would be man,
So
we had it hard growing up.
I've never made a mixtape for anyone. But I actually would get interested in, like, I would take a CD and make my own remix version of a song for myself.
Mhm.
That I found interesting. Now I do still have it. Do I still have it? No, I lost it. I think I lost it in a car accident. My husband made me a mix CD when we were dating in
Aw,
2004 or 5. So
right.
that was a while ago.
The long
Anyway, we
lost
do
art.
have a wonderful guest on tonight, sir.
We do, but we do also have a flow artist before we
Oh,
have
we
a
have a
wonderful
flow
guest.
artist. Hey, everyone, we have a flow artist. Our wonderful James Kaiser, a producer. Oh my gosh, forgive me, please. Has given us a flow of the show, Clint Alexander. So please enjoy. Yeah, it was fun.
Woohoo!
That was pretty slick and quick.
Okay,
That's
but
that went together, slick and quick.
okay, but you know what I was watching the whole time, and I don't like, dude, that dude was buff. I was like, holy goodness, did he get
I
all those
didn't even
muscles from
like.
Flow?
I was watching his like I call it a bow staff just because that's what I'm used to calling it, but his double-sided lightsaber. I was watching that. This guy's cheating that you can't be that good looking and buff and also badass at flow, just not fair.
You're making it tougher for the rest of us normal dudes. No more Clint Alexander on the show.
It makes me every time I see a flow artist that's using sabers or something that feels like martial art, it makes me miss martial arts so much. I miss doing that, and I'll just dream about it and maybe go watch my old testing video.
Hey,
It's
we
a
need
little
to get you
sad.
on the choreograph team. That's what we need to
Oh
do.
no, honey, you know me and my issues now.
Oh, come on. You'll love it.
I'll be someone that throws something to someone.
You'll be the force off the side of the stage. Ah, there's a rock. Hey, and speaking of buff flow artists, we have one coming up on our interview segment here that I've been wanting to have on the show for a long. Ooh, look at those guns! You got permits for them guns?
I do it this way. You do it this way, where you push up with your thumb.
You can do
That's what
it.
I did as a kid. I see Matt down below.
So,
Yes.
this flow artist we have had many times on the show in the segment you just saw, the flow of the show segment. But this is our first time getting to interview Matt. He is a very elusive creature. He's like a Pokemon. You can't quite catch him. But we have him tonight, and
Wild
we have
Matt
him
has
here
appeared.
for you.
Gotta catch them all.
We're going to be doing
Gotta
a Pokemon
interview them
event.
all. That's what we are.
Remember when we did the Saber battle on May 4th with that group? We're
Yeah.
doing a Pokemon event with them coming up, I think, next month.
Okay.
So
Send me dates.
yeah. I'm terrible about that. But start putting
Yes,
your
you
Pikachu
are.
costume together now.
All right.
This flow artist is out of Texas. If you have been in any of the groups, the lightsaber groups, or the flow techniques, I am sure you've seen him. What I love about Matt is that he is always having a good time. He's really tight and precise on his forms. Form seems to be something that he is very much known for, but he's got like this whole series of videos of like him doing flow, hanging out with like Baby Yoda too. So the man is all over the place. I absolutely love him. Please give it up for Mr. Matthew Torres. I felt like that was too short. I wanted more.
What's up?
What's going on, Mr. Matt? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
I am excited to have you on. Thank you for being on.
You know, it's funny you said I'm elusive. I'm elusive for a reason. Because a lot of what I do is, it's mostly just me just being goofing off. I'm not like trying to get attention. It's just I'm having fun.
Right.
Where I'm at, when I'm on vacation, I bring my sabers. If I'm out in the park, I bring sabers. I meet, which is cool.
Okay, please forgive me if I'm wrong on this. Please forgive me. But didn't you do an Encanto video as well?
Yes. It was weird because I was actually got done training with some people in Fort Worth, Star Temple Slashers.
Right.
Dakota Aussie. Highly recommend you interview them. They're very excellent gentlemen. They're light speed warriors.
Oh.
Selassie just won the silver medal in the tournament they just had in Vegas.
Oh. Well,
yeah,
okay.
You know King Snow and what's the other guy's name? Tony? That makes lightsabers out.
Tony Zaluda or something like that.
Even Tony Aiken is all in that same like light speed circle. It's really, really good.
Yeah. You know, we went down last year to go compete with them.
With light speed?
Yeah, with Lightspeed. There was a tournament last about a year and a half ago. So we drove down to LA. We're about 6 hours away from them.
Okay. I like the aspect of fighting two light. That is why I love and do what I do. Because everything I do, I picture an imaginary opponent in front of me. Remember Hit Girl from Kick-Ass?
Right, yes.
Was it Kick-Ass 1 or Kick-Ass 2? It was Kick-Ass 2, which she's like, that was trying out for cheerleaders.
Right.
Every time I'm doing something, I'm blocking an attack. I'm attacking like a stormtrooper. I'm attacking a Jedi. I'm somebody with the lightsaber. Even just like therapy for the day. Feels good.
Well, let me ask you about that because sometimes we hear from a lot of people, especially you don't hear it as much now, but especially when flow was kind of a newer thing. You would hear from the fighters, you could never do that in battle. That's just impractical. I don't know why you would do those moves. But a lot of your basis and foundation is battle. Am I correct?
Yes. I'm a firm believer. If you can pull it off, it can be done. Because remember years ago, they said you can do wheel kicks in MMA? Yeah, wheel kicks. Right. Wheel kicks, flippy kicks, fucking jumping off the wall.
Right.
Pull it off. You're fast and you train to do it. Like there's a dude online, he throws up stars and like blows candles out with his ninja sword. Have you seen that video before? He's good. He's bad. He's fast. Even like who did we just see for flow for the show? Justin?
Clint Alexander.
Clint. His moves were tight.
Right.
Tight. I mean, they got to a point where it was like, okay, if your head was there, if your neck was there, he used minimal amount of energy with maximum amount of force and efficiency.
Right.
That was awesome.
Right. Now, would you say that's kind of a basis and foundation of fighting or choreography? Because you seem to take note of how tight his body is and where his arm movements are, and
that's fighting in general. Period. You have to have control of your body. I mean, I trained to do this. I love meeting people. I love fighting. I like meeting strangers all the time. Every time I have a training session, there's a core few people that I meet with, which are good. They've had a really good time. They've gotten really, really well. My son gotten really, really well. He's homeschooled, so that's like his gym activity.
Right.
So when I meet people and I train with them, they like to fight. They want it to look cool. They not only want to look like a Jedi, they don't look like a Sith, but they want to see, okay, if they took that to a party, they want to look like a nerd.
Right.
That's what I.
Now, would you say if you had to classify yourself, and I don't know, maybe you don't classify yourself, But would you say you were a flow artist, a choreographer, or a combatant, a saber fighter, or all three?
I'm just me.
Right.
I do. I train with sabers. I train with weapons. I like fighting. I like lightsabers. Put them together. I like the meditation aspect. I even do this breathing meditation called the Wim Hof method. You should check it out.
Okay. Okay.
Meditate for like hours, get into ice baths, and do deep.
Oh yeah.
I do this in parks in public, and even I'm meeting like people transitioning from getting stressful in their life to having less stress, to getting like healthier while fighting with lightsabers.
Right. So this is a full life thing. It's not just about having fun. This is a
Yeah.
fitness and a mental routine for you as well.
Time I'm posting something, I'm just having therapy session with myself.
And I know, so like, I know you put out postings. I want to say it's like Denton Square or something like that, where you do.
I live out in Crossroads. It's like 10 miles from Denton, out by UNT, if you know where that's at.
I surely don't.
I've heard of Kyber Combat.
Yes.
Irvin, I'm close about them. I've trained with them as well. Those are some legit motherfuckers.
Right.
Yes, it's okay to curse. It's cool to curse.
Right. On this show, we try not to.
I have to have a talk with myself mentally.
Yeah, you got to come on our Friday show if you want to curse. Hey, we got a question down here really quick. Distance Nerding says, what was the earliest moves and tricks that you learned or perfected, and how have you leveled those earlier moves up?
Not hitting myself.
That's a good one.
I learned that by hitting myself. Oh, I'm full of scars. I mean, I started doing this since kindergarten.
Wow.
Stopped for a while, like in high school, because it was like the popular thing to be a game maker. I honestly wanted people who do the flag course. That's fucking some cool shit, and that's where like a lot of the base foundation comes from. Even though spinning something in your hand, it's just something that I like doing. Hit yourself a lot, and you yourself.
Right. What would you say? Do you have like, what was some of your earlier moves? What were some of the things that you started with and then progressed from there?
Choreography and fighting with my brother, because when Revenge of the Sith came out, this is when I was in my 30s. When Revenge of the Sith came out, I'm 43. Track my age from today with when Revenge of the Sith came out. Maybe even Attack of the Clones. My brother and I were training to just do a choreography, and we got into a competition. It was a celebration 30th anniversary in Los Angeles, and we competed. So just choreography was the first thing to learn. And if you fight with your brother and you're fighting your brother, you don't mind if you get hit. You don't mind if you get your emotions into it. Right. Where, I've cracked him and sent him to the hospital, or if you hit me in the face. We made up stories like, oh yeah, he fell and hit a truck. And it was like his eyes swollen shut. His name, we were swollen, sweaty. He's like, no, we're not talking to our wives, because we're husbands first. First and foremost, I'm a husband and a father.
Right.
Yeah, this is my lifestyle. This is my physical activity.
Right. I really love how you were talking about your son being home.
See all this sweat? It's hot in Texas. So, I'll turn you around real quick. My punching bag is right there.
Oh, is that your workout room? I see a pile of sabers over there.
Yeah, I use really heavy things to really light things to everything.
Right.
Get bored.
Right. Right. I wanted to say, like, you had made a comment about your son being homeschooled, and how he uses the sabering for like his physical activity. And I think that's so cool, because actually my introduction to the reason I started Kyber Cave was because my son wanted to go out and battle in the park, like we had done at an event in Sacramento.
Correct.
How do you feel? Like, do you feel like sabering is definitely a family thing, or do you encourage other people, or is your son a little special case there?
No, because I train with other people with their kids who have lightsabers. So the thing is, if you replace the lightsaber, say with a medieval sword or a kendo staff, I mean, I would do the same thing with my katanas at the park, but I don't want the cops called on me. This is Texas. I'm like, hey, I'm man with the no, it's not gonna work for me.
Right.
But it is a fighting art. Like I've had matches with HEMA fighters using lightsabers techniques. Kyber Knights use a kill zone tactic. They're out in Austin. I've trained with them as well. Just replace the blade with the sword. There's no difference. That's how you have to look at it. Just because the lights thing is everybody likes it. Like in my neighborhood park, which I've lived in the same neighborhood since Katrina. That's how I time stated. So I've seen kids grow up to adults, and some of my students now were the kids I saw. So I've been committed this entire time being the weird Jedye dude.
Right.
I did the little thing with Grogu because I've inadvertently to a generation of kids in my neighborhood and in my life and in my world. I'm like a weird Jedi dad. It's a weird, and you got to be a good role model. I don't know.
Right. Hey, really quick shout out to Tony. We were just talking about you earlier today. Tony is with Lightspeed down in SoCal.
See how excited I get?
Yeah.
He's good. No, he's good.
And Ty says, I'm currently training with my 8-year-old boy, Logan. He loves it. I don't know if you've had this experience in your training, but we used to do events out in the park, and we used to do free training for kids and things like that out in the park. And I've had several parents who had children with autism come and thank me for doing the classes because they said that, a lot of times for their particular child, every child is different, but their children were having tough time focusing and listening to their instructors. And when you turn that saber on, man, we just had their full attention. Have you had any experiences like that?
Let me control my emotions. Yeah, I do. I'm really emotional by nature, so if it seems like I'm gonna veer off, that's just my base foundation. I'm very passionate about spreading a good light to the world.
Right.
Yeah, I got a lot of that in my neighborhood with especially the parents. I've gotten autistic kids, autistic boys, autistic girls. I know how to work with them because I work at a mental health facility. So that's like to the heart when I think of it. Especially because I've been there for 20 years. So you become a product of your environment. That's why I say this is my therapy. I mean, we're all weirdos, I'm weird. Right. And I help other weirdos find themselves.
Right.
Living my life. Like even I post a lot on TikTok, which just seems to be the easiest just because when I get bored. I hear people, there's a 14-year-old kid who just commented recently that he feels like a weirdo. His friends make fun of him. I was like, he feels like a dumbass. I was like, don't feel that way. I'm like, dude, you got to have some confidence in yourself.
Right.
To get that confidence, see the voice change, and you have to change. You have to put in the effort. There's no way around it.
Right.
Makes you stronger. I don't know. You're hammering yourself to get tougher. It's good. Now use a lightsaber. Use boxing. I also teach boxing. I also teach boxing. I also teach meditation. I also teach ice baths, grounding on earth stuff. I teach not only these to my clients as well. There was an incident once where one of my clients, I was working in the psych department at the time, during that time frame. Mm-hmm. He learned how to use a lightsaber. Good. And he had a episode where he became angry at his staff. And in an outburst, he whipped it out. And good, but I mean, you have to separate the two. I mean, I look at it as art. I appreciate the sci-fi aspect, the art and the sci-fi aspect. I'm right here in the middle.
Right.
And if you're going to be a super duper nerd, which I was chunky up until I had my kids.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to look the part, if you're going to look like that, I mean, that's why I was saying the same things. Like, what's his name again? Destin? You're a guy doing the flow art?
Oh, Clint Alexander.
Clint. I have a bad memory. Look up the Dunbar number. That's a really good thing to look up. There's like a certain number of faces and names you can hold up. It looks incredibly yoked. There's a lot of fit lightsabers that I admire for that. Anthony, you ever heard of Anthony Sewell?
Oh yeah, we've had Anthony on the show several times.
He's so young, so talented. He's got a good future ahead of him. I mean, I admire him. And Tony has got it. You know Tony Aiken from Aiken, Tony Negrin from Aiken Sabers?
Yeah, the commander.
The commander himself, yes. He focused me into actually getting into a school, which I got into a dance, a 3D dance, where
Right.
I kids there that you're talking about, those autistic kids, those special kids, those behavior kids.
Right.
And even the ones who started off not as strong, a little balancing problem, I put them through my own, what I do at home in the dance studio with lightsabers, and they learn balance, they learn footwork, they get stronger, they meditate, and they become better, more confident kids.
Right. Hey, I want to go back. We had a couple of questions. I'm going to put, these are two separate ones, but I'm going to put them together. One of them I think you talked about just a little bit, but I'll go through anyways. It says, was it?
There's a lightsaber weapons. Do you prefer short blade?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah. Which ones do you prefer? And then the other part was, your students, can you walk through a first lesson or mindset that you try to instill from them from the start? Somebody comes into one of your classes. What is the first thing you do with them on day one?
Like I said, or like I'm going to re-say, you become a part of your environment. My students learn. They always have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Different, but I'm more classified as an experience.
I like it.
I'm an experience that you're going to have to go through. And at the end of it, it could be good. It could be bad. If you want to commit to it all the way through. If you want to do lightsabers, if you want life, have a good time and just spar a bit choreograph, I'll get you there. We'll joke. We get to know each other. We get to see where you want to grow, where you want to get stronger. I like to talk to people. I like to encourage conversation.
Right.
Hey,
That's the commander himself down there. And then the other question was, what other lightsaber-esque weapons are you interested in? Short blades, two blades, staff? Do you use it all, or are you pretty? Well, I mean, I've seen your videos, so I know a little bit of the answer.
Yeah, I always like single blade. I just like single blade because you can get really wacky with it. Double is really hard on your cardios, and my lungs aren't what they used to be.
Right.
See, look at that. Of course, I just said a coffee.
Right, but now even in that opening video we had, you were using two sabers on that one.
Yeah, it's good cardio. My one of my favorite DC superheroes is Nightwing.
Nice.
One of my early martial art movies that I love to do is or watch is The Perfect Weapon. Have you seen that? Like from Jeff Speakman?
I haven't seen it, but
yeah, he uses Kenpo. You were saying something earlier about an old movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything, well, it wasn't an old movie. It just recently came out in the theaters, but Everything Everywhere.
Watching that last night. It was on HBO for free.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait until it comes back. It looks good. Really good.
Very good movie if you have not seen it. Darth Morbius, another one of the regular flow artists that we have here on the show. Now, okay, so when somebody comes into you, first off, you said you've been teaching for a long time there in your neighborhood, right?
No, I'm
sorry.
there, and people show up. Classes I announce, like friends local.
Uh-oh. Hello? Bueller? Looks like we might have lost our connection there. I'm going to... Oh, no. I'm going to remove Matt just for a second here.
Maybe, Matt, if you can hear us, try signing out and signing back in.
Yeah.
To see if we can just get that fixed real quick. The force is too strong with him, Darth Morbidus.
The force is so strong, he's shutting down internet connections everywhere.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
wow, how inspirational.
That's amazing. I mean, I can't wait for him to come back on. I want to hear more.
Yes, and Steven says, what did you do, Mezzo?
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
the force froze him.
All right, yeah. I assume he's going to be trying to jump back in. What do you guys think? Should we go ahead and do our next segment, and then when he comes back on, we can continue our interview?
Yeah, we can do.
Oh,
Oh, he's back.
oh,
All right.
oh!
Let's wait
Matt
until.
said, "Hell no!"
Not too
Okay.
hot.
All right, I see
There we
something
go.
moving.
Did you hear me?
We can hear
Hello,
you, yeah. Just can't see
Hi.
you real well yet.
the
Hold on a
Dark
second.
Knight.
There we go. That
Oh,
might work a
look
little
at
bit better. Welcome to Texas. My garage got too hot, so my phone overheated.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Yeah.
It got to 105 today. I don't know. It gets hot in California, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
The room I'm in right now is 93 degrees right now, but I can't turn the fans on because the show.
Is this doing the popping again?
No, you're good. Other than
Okay,
the
good.
lighting, you are fantastic. It looks like you're a Bast in a blue Saber.
Yeah.
blade. Oh, you are.
Yeah. I'm in my front yard now. It's outside. It's cooler outside than it is in my garage, which I like. I like sweating. I like pushing my body. It feels good. You get really good chemicals from it.
Now, do you have like regimen? Do you use this as kind of an exercise routine? And you were talking about being heavier before.
Yes.
Did you use lightsabers as a way to help you to slim down?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, my Excel's weird. I made a lot of weird devices through my years to get better. Like I have weighted sabers that weigh 8 pounds, 9 pounds. I like
wow.
wooden sticks. I did P90X for a little bit. That was fun. P90 is a good way to get you there, get you motivated. That's
Right.
how long ago it was. Yeah. And I just train every day. I just made that lifestyle. I decided I wanted to look good.
All right.
Like I said,
that
when
is-
oh, there it is. Okay, if it comes back, I'm gonna switch phones. Okay.
Not a problem. Darth Morbidius is saying, "Are you going to do a live spin for us now that you're outside?"
Let me get my other phone to cool off. And
Okay.
then, yes, it's inside right now out of its case.
All right. We will.
The emergency notice came on that said your phone is too hot.
Yeah, you are crackling right now.
Yeah. Tell you what. Give me a few minutes and I'll call you back.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds
All
good.
right. All right. So while we are waiting for him to call back, let's go ahead and do our next section. So what we normally do after our interview is we do Kevin's Comic-Con adventures, which is a nice, probably about 5 minutes. So that's my brother right there, Shojin style. Woohoo! I'm excited to see him do a little bit of love. Boom. All right, so guys, go ahead and enjoy Kevin's video while we wait for him. So thank you, Kevin Hogan, our producer for Kevin's Comic-Con Adventures.
And we just saw him.
Hello everyone, this is Kevin Hogan from Northern California with another episode of California Comic-Con Adventures. On the 4th of July weekend, July 1st to the 4th, 2022, we went to Baycon in San Mateo near South San Francisco. This Comic-Con is an annual event, but unfortunately it's been closed for the past several years due to the pandemic from COVID there. It's mostly a science fiction authors themed event there, but all pop culture things are welcome there. We got to see their artist gallery, vendor hall, and we got to see lots of neat panels focused on how the future of space being privatized affects regular people there and corporations and going into outer space and whatnot there. And also we were featured to a really cool show of the Lightsaber group actors reenacting famous lightsaber battles there from our favorite Star Wars movies there on their stage there. It was really cool seeing that in the hotel there. And as you may have, for those of you that went there, just like Phantom in San Jose, this Comic-Con did require mass and proof of vaccinations. So while some events do or do not require those, some are still doing that. So while some counties may not require it, it is still strongly encouraged that you keep your proof of vaccination and a mask handy with you at all times, just in case you should go to an event you don't have to be turned away if you don't have one. Because as you probably noticed, a lot of businesses aren't handing those out for free anymore there, so you want to be prepared just in case, everybody there. And on that same weekend there, on Sunday the 3rd, we went up north to Vacaville to see Ohana Comic-Con there, Ohana Comic Con is a really cool event. They travel up and down the state of California to a different city every weekend there. They're very economical, usually less than $10 admission to all their Comic Cons there at local Moose and Elk lodges there. They have cosplay contests. They have vendor halls there, and you can see all your local friends that come out there. For those of you that can't travel quite as far to the larger cities there for the other types of events there, these are very convenient there because they come to the smaller towns near you there, which is nice. So if they come to a town near you, definitely want to recommend checking them out there. And also, because of the holiday weekend, we saw lots of parades in areas there. For example, we saw the Benicia Torchlight Parade on that same Sunday, July the 3rd there. Members from the League of Heroes Inspired group combined with the My Once Upon a Time group there. So we saw the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 vehicle there driving down the Venetian Main Street, along with lots of our favorite superheroes, villains, and fairies and Disney princess characters there walking down the street, making lots of people happy there, waving to everyone. It was a great time there. And then also later in the Venetian Parade, we also got to see a treat. Members of the Star Wars Bay Area Bounty Hunters made an appearance there. So we got to see the Mandalorians, Star Wars Rebel pilots there, Jedis, and other Sith characters walking down the street of Venetia. So that was really cool to check out there and see there. And if any of you are ever seeing that your local parades or cities are having holiday events, definitely recommend contacting your local Chamber of Commerce or other charity organizations. Wouldn't be surprised if they may have some interest in having people walk along the parade with you. And also, speaking of the League of Heroes group, that 4th of July Monday, they went up to be in the Sacramento Parade. And they were there with the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters mobile again there. Also, myself as Dr. Octopus. We had Princess Zelda and the Star Wars Clone Trooper Commando there walking along in the Sacramento Parade there, waving to people there also there. And it was a really cool time. You may see the League of Heroes Inspired group at various charity functions and events they're here and there around the Sacramento County area there. They like to help out there and do what they can to inspire heroes, people, and small children there. Make people feel better there. And for those of you that are looking for upcoming events, there are some other cool things to look forward to. For example, on July the 17th, that Sunday, Ohana Comic Con is coming to Pacifica in the South Bay. Again, that's a very economical Comic Con. They have cosplay contests, and I definitely recommend checking it out there. Also, on Sunday, July 17th, Dreamscape is having their Midsummer Days pop-up event. That's the car show combined with the Comic-Con. So if you've got a cool detailed car or a cosplay, you may want to consider checking out there. Get to see some cool designs and automobiles there. And also on that same Sunday, July 17th, is Contra Costa Con's 4th annual event in Concord. So that'd be a cool thing to check out there. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the picks, and see you guys out there at the next Comic-Con.
All right, cool.
Woohoo! And
So,
really quick
Mr.
shout out
Matt.
to Bay Area Bounty Hunters. They are definitely a cool troop. They were mentioned in that segment. All right, go ahead, Mezzo.
Okay, Matt has returned, so I'm going to remove myself.
Yes, Mr. Matt
Hi.
is back.
How are you?
Hello.
I know I'm burning my hands, but I'm just keeping them in place while I'm on my swing in my front yard.
Burning your hands. We are back and ready for you, my friend.
What was I saying?
Honestly, I forgot, but we were going to
It happens. It happens at our age. What's your age?
Oh man, you don't want. I'm 49.
I'm 43.
Man. I'm an old man.
What are you? What's your number?
49.
You're at level 49. I'm at level 43. Amanda's at level 62. I train with people who are at level 25.
Right.
And yeah, even they have problems. I had a conversation with one of my students the other day. He's trying to learn how to function and talk to girls.
Right.
You got to ask their name first of all. It's like, he didn't ask their name. Talked to him for a while. Didn't even ask their name.
Wow.
Really good conversation about it. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Darth Morbidia said, "Were you going to do a knife for us?"
Yeah. If y'all want to walk, I can walk down to my park real quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No,
I don't know how far that is, or
Nah, I walk barefoot. I'm in close range of most everything. Even if I'm far, I still walk. I highly recommend. Number one rule: if you really, really want to get good with lightsabers and weapons and moving, you got to take off your shoes.
All right.
You have to get control of every toe, every foot, every arch. Know how you move with no shoes. Then when you put on shoes, it's easy to adjust. I have some kids up there too. I don't know if I know them. I might know them. It's weird. They should be good. They're good kids. It's mostly a good neighborhood. It's a moon. It's kind of full.
Oh, well, nice. Oh, nice.
What else would you like to know? How's your life going, first of all?
We are moving forward and trying to, always trying to build, man. I feel like sometimes it's, 5 steps forward, 6 steps back, but we
You're
don't
not talking
stop.
no bullshit at all. It's hard to find people that are committed. I mean, it's hard to be, and plus, I train outside. It's weird. So I get paid at a dance studio when the class is in session to train outside. But I'm also like the janitor there too on the weekends, so I clean the studio. And my daughter dances there. And my wife works there. Just like a family affair. Turns out people will pay to learn this.
Right.
But majority of my stuff I do for free. Just in my neighborhood meeting other people. But I meet cool people. Some people got some skills.
Right.
People are like really, really skilled.
Right. Has any of your do your students go on and do you start seeing people training other people, or do you see people going into conventions and doing choreos of their own? Or
I do actually. They get better. I see a lot of people learning moves and getting move downs and getting move patterns down. I was like, oh, I see what you're doing. I was like, oh, I see what you learned. It's good. It's encouraging. It's encouraging me to want to try to keep what I have going for as long as possible.
All right.
Not long. You never really know.
All right.
You know how long you got. Just do what you love. And what I love just happens to be glow sticks. Which is good. I mean, yeah.
Woo!
There are worse things to like have my little throw-yo chain on this. Which here, I'm gonna let it go right now. I'm a MacGyver. This is just duct tape, electric tape, silicone rings or hair ties to the end of your rope.
Oh wow!
It has to be to the base. You put it on your wrist, like I guess surfboards do, like the bungee cord aspect.
Right.
And you just let it go. If you miss it, it's gonna suck. It will remind you not to miss it again, so don't. Like really bad. How did you get into lightsabers? I mean, what got you into this game?
My son and I, we went to an event called the world's largest lightsaber battle in Sacramento, and we had never seen so many combat sabers in one place. And my son asked me if we could start doing it back home in Fairfield, which is about an hour away. So we made a flyer really quick, really ugly flyer, passed it out to 12 people. And all of a sudden we have 30 people at our first event wanting to learn about sabers. So from there, I figured, we got something here. I live in a small little town, like an hour away from San Francisco and Sacramento. So, we don't have much to do in Fairfield.
Yeah. There's not much. I mean, Denton's a happening town. The really cool places are, like I said, in Irvin, Fort Worth, and Addison, which I really, really like. I recently won a tournament. That was fun.
Ooh. Do you do a lot of tournaments?
No, because they just don't really have a lot. And like I said, a lot of my time is committed to the part of the garden I can touch, like my kids, family, my neighborhood, my job, the people that my neighborhood. That's me.
It seems like, of course, I'm not from Texas, so sometimes it's hard for us to realize how big Texas is. But I do know that there seems like Texas seems to have several different fighting groups in different areas.
Steve and Shane Lugwood in Austin. They also, I think one of them is Crimson Dawn associated. I'm not really sure, or was one of the makers. I don't know. I met them and I fought one of the brothers. He's good.
Right.
Back up what they talk. And there's a lot of sabersmiths all around the place. Even here in my neighborhood, I met a sabersmith accidentally by just training.
Really?
Yeah. And you were talking about local events. Look up somebody called the Denton Spider-Man.
Okay.
I spy the Denton Spider-Man. Great guy. He just got back from Uvalde. Really good guy. He does a lot in his neighborhood for his community, and he's inspired by me. I mean, if you're going to be a weirdo, Might as well pay it forward a little bit, you know.
All right. We at Kyber Cave, we are often. I've often said that we are the island of misfit toys.
See here, listen to this. Listen to this guy. There's somebody in my neighborhood. How you doing? I'm Matt. I met you before, haven't I?
I don't believe so. I've seen you out here a couple times with a couple people with the lightsaber.
You don't mind being on a podcast, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, he's barbecuing.
What's up?
Neighborhood. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Thank you for being on the show tonight.
Oh, no, man.
It's called Kyber Cave.
It was cool. You threw it out, and I saw you bring it back, and I was like,
See?
"Oh shit, that's."
You turn out. It's entertaining. All right, thanks. I appreciate it, man. Funny thing is, like, there's been times where you start training in a neighborhood, and like, say there's a lot of kids playing football, and they get an eye for it. I mean, I meet a lot of kids with like single moms, single dads, kids that are odd, kids that are weird, people that don't just play football, play basketball, play baseball. I mean, it's fun. It's cool. The Kenobi show. Yeah, it was a good show.
Right. And definitely, I feel like since Disney bought Star Wars, it's a lot easier to be a Star Wars fan. I mean, you were talking about that kid being a tease now, but you know, growing up when we grew up, it was a whole different level of being teased.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Think about those. It's like, you ever watched the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Where he thinks about his dad or his past, he just kind of just zones out a little bit.
So, hey, I'm
listening. I can do both.
What kind of advice do you have for people that are just getting started or want to get started in their area?
Go out and do it and get comfortable looking like a fool.
I love it. That's how we get to the next level.
I mean, once you are not afraid of you doing what you do, then comes confidence, then comes speed, then comes a passion of loving what you do because you learned it and you actually earned the knowledge to have those skills.
Right.
Like, yeah, man, it's kind of cool.
Right.
Like, I had a conversation with someone, a flow artist named Daniel Masashi. I mean, that's what I like about this group. I meet a lot of good people, even you.
Oh my goodness!
Like,
well, thank you.
We're all a different color of light. A rainbow belongs to all of us, you know.
Right.
Daniel
Masashi is an incredible flow artist.
Red. He's good. He was telling me about something called imposter syndrome. You ever heard of that before?
Yes.
I feel like an imposter because it is weird, especially because I work at a mental hospital. I'm not a stay-at-home dad, but I'm there doing homeschool at least since my son's been in third grade, fourth grade, or second grade. Doing it for a really long time. I was ahead of the curve when the pandemic hit, which was good for us.
Right.
Man, my son's smart. I was like, oh shit. He was helping me with math the other day. I was trying to make a pentagram.
Right.
And I kept freaking up the angles. I'm sorry. He knew the measurements. He's like, this. It's like, oh. He's like, oh, math works. It's like, yeah, math does work. So, what was I saying? What was the question? I really think I got past the system. I've realized that in my life. This is my medication.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about any advice that you had for new people that were getting into sabering, and you said to get out there and look like a fool.
You got to get past that. Once you get past that, you'll start learning what you want to do. Learning how to swing slow, learning how to swing something heavy, learn how to swing something light. Do left hand, do right hand, walk, run, breathe. Notice if you're holding your breath, if you're swinging. Don't do that. I mean, this is just like boxing. It's like what I love most about light speed. It's really quick taps, fast.
Right.
With better blade, like my light speed blades are home. My light speed blades are at home.
Right.
Which are thinner. Tony knows that. He's talked about them plenty of times. They're fast. Right. It's a fun sport. That's like a quick whoosh, 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 slap. Right. It feels like getting shot with a.
I keep a completely different saber for fighting light speed than I do for fighting like TSL or even the other battles. I use a one-handed curved hilt with the flared emitter when I'm fighting light speed, because it is a lot
It's
quicker.
not. I got accustomed to use the screams, Keith. The scream. He was talking about the screech.
Yeah.
Texas are good. Most of the time, we try to be place, even when we're bad. Shit happens. Stuff happens.
Hey, we're gonna be getting ready here in a few minutes to end this segment. Is there anything that you want to let people know? Are you going to be doing anything at conventions coming up where people can see you or meet you?
Actually, yes. August 10th, She-Town Ninja Sabers. I will be doing a quick 15-minute segment for them. I mean, honestly, I've met a lot of people through Saber groups. They've messaged me privately, and I had like one-on-one sessions. Just I get bored.
Right.
I get bored. I met people say, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" I was like, "Yeah, you want to work out?" I was like, "All right, cool."
We have interviewed Chi-Town on this show right when he was starting. Yeah, he's from Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's Chi-Town.
He joked. Beautiful of a man.
Oh, yeah, and he is all about his community too. Absolutely love that guy.
That's what you have to be. I mean, if not that, then what? But I mean, if you're not gonna be good in your community, where else are you gonna be good at?
Right. All right, so we know where to check you out on Chi-Town. I'm sure our fabulous director.
Sorry, TikTok is all over the place. I post.
What is your address?
Legit Jedye EYE on TikTok. I mean, if you scroll through all sorts of weapons. I mean, I do breathings. I have a Facebook group called Savage Sabers, which is like a sport I'm trying to connect out of all the encompassing sports around. Right. We're trying to make like a boxing match with lightsabers, having like refs and stuff and judges. Right. It's really fun.
Jason Gonzalez, as commander says, that's Chi-Town.
Yeah, Chi-Town. That guy, really good.
And by the way, our director Mezzo says all of your information will be down below in our comment section. So if people are looking for you on TikTok or want to find out more information about you, go down below in our comments and you will be able to find more of Mr. Matt Torres's videos. Yep. Right. All right, sir.
But you can do it. Everybody just go out and do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Hey, brother.
Hey, man, thank you so much. We appreciate you staying up late for us.
Yeah, I'm going to Galveston in the morning, so I'll have some beach videos here in a little bit.
All right, I'll be looking out for them. All right, take it easy.
Nice.
Did you see when he had the double-sided staff? He was spinning it so fast you could actually see the blades bending.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Woohoo, Matt Torres, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Oh man, Matt is incredible. Like I said, we've had him doing flow on the show several times, but we've never had a chance to actually get down and talk to him. So
yeah, and I'm really glad we got to have him on. He had some really cool inspirational stuff to say, and a lot of not just about. Like, it can apply to anyone who wants to do something about just getting out there and doing it.
Right.
Whether it be learning how to lightsaber, battle, how to anything that you want to do.
Accounting.
Okay, I have something kind of funny.
Uh-oh. Hey!
That's me. The bottom picture, I was like maybe 11 or 12.
Wow, and what color belt is that?
The bottom one's blue. The top one is my first degree black belt test.
Dang.
When I was 13. And then I missed it. And so when I was an adult, I actually joined again to start working at it again. And I got to the belt before black. I got to red belt. It's different for each school depending.
Right.
But I was one belt away when I had to suddenly have foot surgery, and now I can't do anything that has a contact sports because I've got hardware in my foot.
Oh no!
So I missed it. I dream about it.
Right.
I dream about it a lot.
Oh, so we got to get you to be a flow artist now.
Yeah, as long as I don't have any context, or maybe I can just do choreography alone.
Hey, I want to thank Bat Mike really quick, who said, "What a great show tonight." Hopefully every show is a great show. We try to have on fun and interesting people every single week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always fun. Always fun show. Always fun people to see an interview tonight. That was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Guys, don't forget to tune in Friday nights for After Dark, the show where
Yes.
people are allowed to cuss regularly.
Right. If you need to get your cussing fix in, go ahead and tune in Fridays at 9 p.m.
9
Hey, I also
p.m.
want to say,
Pacific.
if you have not had a chance to check out our website, please do at kybercave.com. We've got lots of sabers and fun stuff. And tonight, and you know what, and tomorrow, those are the last days. If you buy any saber, you'll get a free t-shirt and a free Saber keychain, and that is because we just had our 4-year anniversary. 4 years old. 4 years old. Please check out the website. We have all kinds of not only sabers but other cool fun merch like earrings and chopsticks and all kinds of stuff. So please check that out. Help come support Kyber Cave any way you can. And we are 35 people away from our next Saber giveaway. So
yes,
we need
guys, share.
Share the show. We need 35 more subscribers, and then we will give away.
Take our YouTube link, our Facebook page, and share the post and say, hey, this is a really cool show I watched. You guys should watch too.
Bribe people if you have to.
Yeah, we bribe with lightsaber.
Yeah. Well, that's how we do it. I'm telling other people, bribe them with whatever you need to. Candy, saber, whatever you need to do.
All right, so as everybody knows, most of those who watch us, the way we end our show is with our talk of the town, and I've got a couple fun ones for tonight. So,
hey, really quick before you do
yes,
talk of the town, can I say happy birthday to Mr. Brett Murphy? I just met Brett. Well, okay, let me say this. I re-met Brett today because apparently we went to high school together. And when he was in here, he was like, I have a weird question. He's like, did you go to Fairfield High class of 92? And I was like, yeah. And then because, not too many people are named Van. So when you run across someone who's named Van,
remember.
So happy birthday, Brett. I hope you are enjoying your new beautiful saber that your wife brought you in for. His wife brought him in, and there was like, what?
Birthday to you.
She was trying to get him to the store, but he was like, well, we can go on Saturday. She's like, no, they're only open on Sunday. They're only open in the afternoon. I was like, what kind of business is only open on a Sunday in the afternoon? That would be us. We are at cons.
Yeah, it depends on the type of business, and yours is the type that closes for cons.
That is correct. That's
where you go.
But
all right,
hopefully, I am looking to hopefully hire someone just to do the cons so that we can stay open on weekends here. But that's a whole different conversation. That
is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on Friday and After Dark at 9 p.m. Pacific time. And then again, Saber Rattle episode 105 next week. And thank you, Matt Torres, for coming on the show. Thank you so much, Kevin Hogan and James Kaiser, for your segments. And guys, enjoy our Talk of the Town. See you next week.
Who's my sweet Jebby angel?